Select venue and site. The learning outcomes: 1. Site or venue requirements. 2. Source event venue or sites. 3. Confirm venue or site arrangements. When organizing an event, you are confronted by many decisions. Choosing a venue is the one decision that will have the largest impact on your event. The date of the event, catering options, and attendees' pleasant experiences, all are partly affected by which venue you select. The term venue and site are used interchangeably, with venue used mainly for built structures and site for outdoor spaces. There are many available venues for the MICE or events. It can be classified into 3 1 residential venues, 2 non-residential venues, 3 special venues. The residential venues can be classified as resort hotels, central business district hotels, airport hotels, suburban hotels, boutiques hotels, residential conference centers, colleges and universities, cruise ships. The non-residential venues include purpose-built convention and exhibition centers, exhibition halls, theaters, arenas and stadiums. These venues are designed primarily for conventions and exhibitions and to accommodate large numbers of people under one roof for combined conventions and exhibitions. The Philippines has played host to several high-profile events. Among the preferred venues are the PIC Philippine International Convention Center, WTC, World Trade Center, CICC, Cebu International Convention Center, ICC Iloilo International Convention Center and SMX Convention Center. The special venues include historic buildings, museums, zoos, landmarks and icons, and sporting venues. The Philippine Department of Tourism identified a total of 227 MICE facilities in 2016 to 166 hotels that can be used for both meetings and conventions, 19 convention centers including exhibition venues, and 42 unique MICE venues including theme parks, cultural sites, entertainment hubs, sports stadiums and other attractions. In selecting venue or site for your events, you have to consider the requirements needed by your stakeholders. These are the following: 1. Attendees, delegates, guests, and spectators. 2. Host organization. 3. Sponsors. 4. Contractors such as caterers, AV contractors and other suppliers. 5. Emergency services. 6. Regulatory authorities such as LGU. As event planner, where can you get sources of information about venue and sites? These information can be obtained from the following sources: 1. Regional or local tourism organization. 2. Convention and visitors bureaus such as Tourism Board Promotions. 3. Venue publications and directories. 4. Destination brochures. 5. Trade journals. 6. Internet searches. You can find a wealth of information online. After getting the information about the venue or site for your MICE events, implementing a carefully cultivated venue and site inspection process ensures a successful event and a memorable experience on the part of the guests. A venue or site inspection should be conducted. It is an evaluation of potential event venue or site considering objectives of the event. Though this process is designed to be flexible depending on the nature of the event, conducting a site inspection is a key component in the event planning process. It is recommended that the event planner and the client to conduct site inspections to assist with venue selection. For you to organize all of the queries during the venue or site inspection, the event planner should create an event or site inspection checklist. An event or site inspection checklist is a tool an event planner can use when visiting a location they're considering for their next affair. Examining a venue in person allows you to make note of the advantages and limitations of what's available. Having a checklist makes it easy to keep track of all the little details. This may carry out using traditional methods of field visits with pen and paper checklist. Elements to inspect with your event or site inspection. Here are the elements you should check and evaluate. 1. The functionality of the venue. 2. The suitability of the site to the event's creative purpose. 3. Analyze the cost versus the organizational needs of the event. 4. Brand image of the venue. 5. Facilities. 6. Capacity. 7. Location or accessibility. 8. Ease of ingress and egress. 9. Utilities. 10. Catering. 11. Lodging accommodations 12. Safety and security 13. Medical assistance 14. Regulations 15. Payment and charges. The functionality of the venue when you're organizing an event, whether it's a party, corporate event, or a wedding, one of the most important elements is the functionality of the venue. The wrong event space can make or break your event. Variety and versatility of the space, glamorous elements to impress your guests. For example, many couples who are looking for the perfect wedding venue want a combination ceremony, reception wedding site so that they and their guests won't need to travel. Not only this, they also want a comfortable area for their guests to mingle during cocktail hour, as well as a picturesque area for wedding portraits. The suitability of the site to the event's creative purpose, the quality and appropriateness of the venue or site in terms of the objectives of an event. Analyze the cost versus the organizational needs of the event. Identify the financial objectives of the client in terms of venue cost. This might brought a high cost if you choose a high-end venue. Matching the needs of the client against the features and cost of the venue is important in terms of identifying the cost of the venue. Brand image of the venue is the current view of the customers about a brand. It can be defined as a unique bundle of associations within the minds of target customers. A positive image to the market. Facilities. Choose your venue carefully depending on the size of the event you are planning. You should consider to look at the facilities at your venue such as toilet provision, lounges, recreational area, waste and recycling facilities, electricity supply, water supply, fencing required, parking facilities and public transport. What's the capacity of the venue or site? The event planner should also consider if there are available spaces for exposition booths, pre-event functions and breakout sessions, if these are needed in the event. Does the venue have a parking lot or valet parking? A venue with a parking lot is what dreams are made of. If that's not the case, are there parking lots nearby which attendees can access and use? You can reserve a parking lot nearby for its guests. Public areas should also be inspected. Is the lobby big enough to hold moving guests? Are the restrooms big enough to accommodate the number of guests? Are they clean, well-maintained and accessible to the venue? Location or accessibility. For a local event, you may be looking for a venue within a reasonable distance from most attendees' homes or places of work. If many attendees will be traveling from out of town, a venue near the airport or their hotels will be beneficial. In whichever case, don't forget to consider traffic, public transportation, and again, parking option. Accessibility refers to everyone, especially those with special needs, can access the building and its amenities. Before you can answer this question, you'll need to understand who your attendees are and what their needs are. Check the stairways, lifts, ramps and toilets if they are accessible to children and people with special needs. You must also consider the accessibility to shopping areas, recreational activities, popular tourist destinations that attendees can visit before or after the event. For safety, check whether there are nearby fire stations and hospitals. Ease of ingress and egress. During site inspection, you must assess the ease of setting up and deconstructing the event. Ingress and egress plays an important role in the efficient flow of the event. Check on the size and number of interior or exterior portals, size of service elevators if they can accommodate the size of your equipment, static floor weight and stress weight of stages or platforms, placement for banner or streamer, signages and registration areas. Technology and utilities. Check on the availability of audiovisual equipment. The quality of the AV equipment is important if your event requires presentations or entertainment. Some venues have integrated AV equipment and/or provide projection screens, projectors, mics etc. Other venues give you the option to rent it from a preferred vendor at an additional cost. Either way, make sure you are covered and support will be provided if you need it. With that, you need to inspect the electric power, power distribution, surcharges and Wi-Fi access. Catering. As the event planner, the caterer of the venue or site will be a key partner in any project. Make sure that if the venue does not have an in-house banquet service or accredited catering companies, there should be several reliable caterers you can choose from in the locality. Caterers can make or break a conference, exhibition, wedding reception, or any other special event. They take responsibility for the food and beverages, as well as overseeing the staffing of servers, chefs, and others. Many caterers also handle event decoration, audiovisual equipment setup, and other key elements. So, choose wisely. Lodging. Accommodations. If the event requires the attendees to travel to another place, consider the availability of lodging or accommodations near the site or venue. Are there enough lodging establishments to accommodate all types of budgetary requirements? Attendees may have different budgets for their accommodations. Is there public transportation available from the airport to the venue to the lodging establishments? Safety and security. Safety and security aspect of the site and venue should be evaluated as well. Are the exterior and interior walkways well lighted? Is there 24-hour security? How extensive is their security system? How are the floor conditions? Are there fire sprinklers or fire extinguishers available and visible? Is there a communication system available during emergencies? Medical assistance. Along with safety and security, venues should have ambulance service or first aid responders in the vicinity. If there is none, there should be one nearby in the locality which the event planner can hire out for the event. Regulations. Check and be familiarized with the local regulations to make sure your event is not breaking any laws, also regulations of the event venue and site management. Payment and charges. Finally, you have to consider the guarantee policy, terms of payments, cancellations or postponement policies and other extra charges, if there are, of the venue or site. Some events venue also provide extra service or amenities for free. Make sure to clarify this during the event or site inspection. After the event or site inspection, the next thing to do is to confirm venue arrangement. Venue contract, as a legal compliance, must be read carefully before the parties sign it. A contract defines the rights and duties of the contracting parties and should be a clear roadmap of the expectations and responsibilities of both parties. However, this is only done when the venue selected is approved by the client. So in summary, in this module, we have discussed the following: 1. Venue and site definition, 2. The classifications of events venue. 3. The stakeholders in selecting venue or site for your events. You have to consider the requirements needed. 4. The venue inspection checklist. 5. The elements to consider during venue or site inspection. 6. The site arrangement. After watching this lecture video, don't forget to answer the session quiz. Password, venue and site 123 and subscribe to CHIM Nation YouTube. Thank you for listening. Happy learning, CHIM Nation.